DRS. That's what we're here to talk about today.
What a stupid action! I'm going home. You.
No, I'm not talking about the drag reduction system on a Formula One car. I'm talking about Still Austin's Distillery Reserve Series. That's right, something like these bad boys. Here at Still Austin, we created a program out of necessity of doing cool shit.
Cool.
So I'll take you back. The year is 2020. The world's in the shitter. Our head distiller, John Chappelle, was like, I really feel like making something crazy. So he created the first Monster Mash. Marketing team was like, all right, our distiller's doing something crazy. We need to come up with something just as crazy to match his craziness.
Wow, that's crazy.
When John came to us with the idea of Monster Mash, we were like, how can we match this energy? What can we do to put on the label that matches that vibe? So here at Still Austin, art is ingrained into our company, one of the pillars that defines us. And we thought, local artists, no restrictions, just come up with something cool to put on the label. I mean, that's our whole job. Make cool shit.
Yeah, we love cool shit.
Over the years, it's evolved. It's turned into what it is now. You guys love DRS. We love DRS. We love creating it. So we're going to be talking about our next DRS coming out in the end of February 2025. It is a straight rye, and it is the more traditional route. So here at Still Austin, the way we make rye, I would say, is untraditional, unlike other people. So our rye is completely different. And this route, John was like, I'm going to take a shot at how everyone else does it, and I'm going to do it better than them. John's going to tell you all about it now. So check it out.
We're tasting the what we call the Rye 57, the next DRS mash bill. So 57% rye, 33% white corn, and 10% malted barley. A little bit of a spin off of more traditional rye whiskey mash bill. I'm really trying to gear towards those bourbon lovers and try to get them over to that rye category.
One of the things about this one is it's actually super consistent through the nose of the palate. I mean, yeah, there's some nuances from one place to another, but there are a few of these notes that you could put anywhere. Eucalyptus,
I love the complexity of it. You could see that white corn, that malted barley really playing a factor. Like that bready note that you guys came up with, that biscuit note.
Honey buttered biscuit.
Honey buttered biscuit.
It's there. It reminds me.
Because you taste honey and you taste some sort of a bready note.
That doughiness.
Yeah, that doughiness.
This is what Kentucky ryes wish they could do.
that creaminess has got to be from the barley again, the white corn for sure.
And there's a healthy 10% barley, right?
10%. Yeah.
Another note that you could really put anywhere, nose palate finishes that cream soda note. It's pervasive.
Yeah.
And it's like a butterscotch, also kind of cream soda.
Yeah. You want to know what we haven't done? We got to do it over a big candle.
Ooh, that's a good point.
It's got a little bit of that, also that marjoram, like you were talking about. It's a little cleaner, a little more green.
There's this nice herbal backbone that, like we were talking about, it's not too sweet. I think it's that herbal backbone that's keeping it from ever bordering into a dessert or something like that. There's a little bit of pepper there too.
Balances it real well.
So this is also at 107.5 right now. It's going to be bottled at 106.
Okay, so it's going to go down a little bit. In that case, I'm going to add a little drop or two of water.
Here, let's pass around this on the rocks. Yeah, adding a drop of water makes the rye really, really.
Yeah, it really pops.
Makes it out.
It is floral and spicy. That just comes forward.
You also get some
really
more
nice.
of that
Yeah.
I feel like it kind of separates the grain profiles a bit too, because now I'm starting to get some kind of that kettle corn note that I would get in the bourbon kind of popping through a bit.
Yep.
And that's with the water. I did not get that before adding water. That's going to be so soft. You guys finally get it in the bottle.
Right.
If that's straight out of the barrel and just putting it in the bottle,
And then
that's going to be so soft once it gets oxygenated. Let's see. The tasting notes that we got on this were, for the nose, it smells of cream soda, butterscotch, peanut brittle, cinnamon stick, fresh fig, and marjoram. We've got, for the palate, honey butter biscuit, toffee, cocoa powder, got a orange soda again. On the finish, we have eucalyptus, creamsicle, rhubarb greens, a little bit of spicy oak. The finish is short to medium length.
That makes it evergreen.
Yes. That is what a traditional rye mash bill should be like.
Yeah.
That is, I would love to try this in a Manhattan. This would slay.
Yeah.
It's like a cream machine.
Yes.
Yeah, that's good. You can smoke a cigar with that, no problem.
Oh yeah. What's cool though too is I love this in juxtaposing that against our normal rye. Our normal rye with that 100% mash bill, you're getting all of this fruit and all this dark fruit and this kind of soft spice. That is just a cream machine, like you're saying. It reminds me of you were saying earlier. It reminds me of those Maryland style ryes, which are just sit out on the back porch, enjoy. It could be a cigar whiskey, it could not be. Whereas our normal rye is something that's a little bit more substantial, a little bit more delicate, a little bit more nuanced. This one's a little. This one, yeah. This is just really.
That
good
makes
stuff.
it like a such a smooth, just enjoyable glass. Smooth sipper.
Familiar
That's great.
to like drinking on. You were saying just normal rye whiskey that everybody would expect, but it's so weird for us. So it feels weird to have this.
Well, that's why it's fun going down that road. Just trying to, what does it taste like if we do something more traditional?
Yeah.
I think we nailed it.
I think we nailed it.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Cheers.
Here, to weird stuff.
Some weird stuff.
Cheers.
Salute, Jeff.
Salute.
I love how what's normal is weird.
Yep. What's normal is weird. It's still Austin.
So there you go. You heard it from the man himself, John and Jason and the rest of the crew going through the tasting notes. Now you're gonna meet the artist of the label. He goes by Brunky Art on Instagram. You guys can follow him. He does an insanely cool type of art and you're about to learn all about it. Check it out.
So how long have you been making art?
So ever since a kid, I've always been drawing and doodling. And then I went to a art high school, and then I went to Maryland Institute College of Art, focused primarily on painting and printmaking.
And what is this style of art called?
So this is a woodblock print, particularly is a reduction print. It's just one plate and you do multiple colors on the single plate. You do one color, you carve it out, you print, then you clean the plate, then you carve the next color and print again. So this is a 3-color reduction. The first cut is white, which is the paper. Second color was the orange, and then you cut that out. Roll the red ink, which is the next color, and you cut the red ink out, and then you do the black as the final color. So this is the black is the last color on the plate.
Is there something about it specifically that you just...
I love carving. It's like my favorite part. It feels really good to get in there. I know some people that just like to do the carvings. Printing's fun too, but the best part is carving for sure for me. Woodblock printing is Japanese art traditionally, so it would make the art for people so that it was like more accessible. Unlike a painting where it's just kind of like one precious thing, a print you can make multiples. It's still handmade. It still has all that love that's kind of built into it, but you can kind of give it to the people. It's more accessible kind of art. These are the 3 colors that we've done so far. So the white that was carved out, the orange, and then the red, and then this will finally be the black color that we're gonna do. This is my roller. A little bigger than your standard size, makes printing so much easier. And then basically what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take the ink and kind of mix in that dryer. So now I'm just gonna roll it out, and you kind of wanna get a good tacky sound to it. And here, start rolling it out. It's gonna take a few coats, and usually the first run may not transfer perfectly, but the more you do it, the better usually it gets. Just another key thing, we have these registration pins. So that's what allows it to line up perfectly so that when you're doing multiple colors, there's not like shifts, and it just prevents that. We're gonna try a print. So I'm snapping in my registration pins on the plate. Kind of get it on there. Usually two blankets I use. It's a felt blanket, and this one's kind of a rubber blanket that helps pull the press across the plate itself. And then I'm gonna come back down. It might be a little too tight, but we're okay. Let's see. Yeah, and you can definitely see that it's gonna need another pass through. So the black didn't transfer all the way, but that's okay. This is normal process. And I've noticed that with the orange color, it is a little harder to get the colors to transfer, but we'll go ahead and do another roll on this and then print again. We're getting better now. So. And you see I have light spots in here, so what I'll do, gotta bust out the spoon. So, oh yeah, there you go. You can see it where the light spots were. They're all filling in, which is really good. And then I set it on my drying rack, and then usually it takes a week and a half probably to dry. And then I'll just run through the rest.